Everyone in the room went quiet when the man laughed and said, "Hey, control your kid. This place isn't for people like you." A black father stood there, holding his young son's hand. His clothes were clean but simple. His son looked up at him, eyes wide, confused, a little scared. The father felt the heat of humiliation burn his chest, but he didn't raise his voice. He didn't argue. He gently squeezed his son's hand and said softly, "Stand straight, son. Look at me." They were at a formal charity event. Expensive suits, crystal glasses, people whispering. The father had worked 2 jobs for years, night shifts, missed birthdays, empty fridge days. He had taught his son one thing above all else: dignity matters more than pride. Someone muttered, "Security should handle this." Another smirked, "He doesn't belong here." The boy whispered, "Dad, should we go?" The father knelt, looked into his son's eyes, and replied calmly, "No, we don't leave places just because someone tries to shrink us." He stood back up, calm, steady, respectful, no anger, no insults, just silence. Minutes later, the host stepped onto the stage, nervously clearing his throat. "Before we continue, I need to recognize someone important tonight." He looked straight at the father. "The main investor who saved this foundation last year, the man who funded 3 hospitals and rebuilt this entire program, is here with us." Gasps filled the room. The host continued, "Please welcome Mr. Daniel Harris." Every face turned pale. The father didn't smile. He didn't boast. He simply took his son's hand and walked forward. As he passed the man who mocked him, he paused and said quietly, "I hope my son grows up in a world where respect comes first, not assumptions." The room stood in stunned silence. Outside, the boy asked softly, "Dad, why didn't you get angry?" The father smiled, warm and proud. "Because real power doesn't need to shout. It shows up calm. Never judge a person by their appearance, because the quietest strength often belongs to the greatest hearts."